My name is Dr. Momos Leonard. I'm a Deputy Clerk, Legislative Services from County Assembly of Bungoma. I have worked in the County Assembly of Bungoma for above now 10 years since devolution started. And throughout this period, I have gained knowledge, I have gained experience, and I have also gained tremendous expertise to matters dealing with the committees, working in parliament and legislative matters and procedure for all this period. And therefore, has enabled me to be able to come up with presentation for you, my viewer, on the generation of businesses in county assembly committees. County assembly committees are very critical committees. They are an extension of the house, and therefore many businesses are transacted in committees before they are brought to the full house for consideration. Now, in this discussion, I will be discussing on how does a committee of parliament or county assembly generate its businesses. I'll look at 10 areas where the county assembly committees or parliamentary committees can be able to generate its businesses. One of the areas the county assembly committee can generate business is the Constitution of Kenya, oral statutes, and the standing orders. This is one area a committee can be able to find business. Number two, a committee can also generate business or can get businesses from the referral by the house. The other area, number three, where the committee can get business is from public petitions and complaints. Number four, the committee can get businesses from government proposals and also government reports. Number five, the committees can also initiate inquiries and investigations in their own motion. That is also a source of business. The committees can also find their business from their own work plans. Committees can make a work plan and execute those plans. We also have business generated from members' initiatives. We also have reports and findings. We have external stakeholder engagements. And lastly, number 10 is follow-up on legislations. Let me look one by one. The Constitution of Kenya, the statutes and standing orders. In parliamentary setup or in county assembly setup, committees are established based on standing orders or acts of the parliament or county assembly with specific functions. And as you look at the fourth schedule of the Constitution, we have the powers bestowed, in this case, for the county governments. There are matters to deal with agriculture, which is a very primary function, which includes crop and animal husbandry, the establishment of livestock sale yards, operation of county abattoirs, control of plant and animal disease, and management of fisheries. And this focus on agriculture aims to enhance food security and promote sustainable farming practices. Still under fourth schedule, you will be able to note that there is county health services that have been devolved. These services are vital to public well-being and encompasses provision of county health facilities, pharmacies, ambulance services, promotion of primary health care, and licensing of food vendors. We also have, additionally, county governments are also responsible for veterinary services, but excluding provincial regulation, management of cemeteries, funeral parlors, crematoria, and solid waste disposal, including refuse removal and dumps. Another issue is the function of control of pollution, which includes managing air and noise pollution in the county, addressing public nuisances, and regulating outdoor advertisement. These responsibilities ensures a healthy environment for the residents. Another function that has been devolved is the cultural activities. And these cultural activities, including public entertainment and amenities, and includes regulation of betting and gambling, licensing liquor, establishment and oversee cinemas, video shows, libraries, museums, and sports activities. All these are responsible for maintaining county parks, beaches, and recreation facilities, fostering community engagement and cultural development. Also, the area where we get from the constitution which has been devolved is in terms of transport. Counties manage local transport systems, including county roads, street lighting, traffic regulation, public road transport, and ferries and harbors, excluding national and international shipping regulation. These functions aims to enhance mobility and accessibility within counties. Also, animal control and welfare is another critical area that has been devolved, which includes licensing dogs and providing facilities for accommodation, care, and burial of animals. This ensures responsible pet ownership and animal welfare. Trade development and regulation also, it involves overseeing markets, issuing trade licenses, ensuring fair trading practices, promoting local tourism, and supporting cooperative societies. These measures aim to boost local economies and empower communities. Another area where a committee can get from the constitution and get business is county governments also tasked with the planning and development, which includes collecting statistics, conducting land surveys and mapping, managing boundaries, housing development, and regulating electricity and gas distribution. Another function and another field that is important is the field of education. Counties are responsible for pre-primary education, village polytechnics, homecraft centers, and childcare facilities, contributing to the development of human capital. Moreover, counties implement specific national government policies related to natural resources and environmental conservation, focusing on soil and water conservation and forestry management. This is essential for sustainable environmental stewardship. Also, counties do perform functions of public works and services, and this include managing stormwater systems in urban areas, as well as water and sanitation services, ensuring essential infrastructure is in place for residents. Counties also provide firefighting services and disaster management, which are critical for community safety and emergency response. Furthermore, counties are also responsible for control of drugs and pornography, ensuring that communities are protected from harmful substances and materials. Lastly, county government play a role in ensuring community participation in governance at the local and level, and these assist the communities in developing the administrative capacity needed to effectively exercise their functions and engage in local governance, fostering democratic participation and empowerment. So that is a whole array of areas under the fourth schedule where committees find businesses. That is the bedrock of where committees generate businesses. Number two, a committee can also get businesses referred to by the House. And I usually mention that businesses is generated when the full parliament or assembly refers bills, can also refer motions or other matters to a committee for detailed examination and recommendation. For example, we will have an approval hearings for candidates nominated for appointment to the public offices. When these candidates are abroad, when the governor, in the case of a county government, or the president forwards the names of the persons nominated to serve in public offices which require vetting, these nominees are usually committed to committees for purposes of vetting and reporting back. We also have statements and questions. Members can raise statements, members can ask questions from issues that they wish to be responded to, and these can also be committed to a committee. Number three, where a committee also get business is from public petitions and complaints. Committees may receive petitions, committees may receive complaints, committees may receive memoranda from the public. And in receiving all this, it prompts the committee or prompts them to investigate or discuss those specific issues. Number four, a committee also gets business from proposals and reports from government. Legislative proposal or reports from county government departments and national government commission can be sent to committees for review, leading to further discussion and recommendations. For example, in the county government setup, the legislative proposal, for example, appropriation bills, that is budget estimate, the finance bill, you realize the Public Finance Management Act, Section 129 to around 130, it outlines the preparation and approval of the annual budget estimates, including appropriation bills and finance bills. So you can now see that's how a committee can get business from government proposal. The other issue from the government is statutory instruments. This is regulations. The County Governments Act, Section 118, allows county government to make regulation for effective implementation of the Act. And further, apart from this, also, there are various pieces of legislation that usually gives powers to the executive departments, and especially in this case, the County Executive Committee members, for the case of the county government, and for the national government, the cabinet secretaries, to make regulations. This is power that is usually delegated. In this case, once they come up with this regulation, these regulations following the Statutory Instrument Act, they are supposed to be laid in Parliament or in County Assembly for consideration. So it's an area where committees can get business. Apart from this, there are also what we call county government plans or national government plans. In this case, let me talk about the county government plans. When you read the County Government Act, Section 108, it mandates the formulation of County Integrated Development Plan, popularly known as CIDP. When you look at Section 109, it talks about the sector plans and annual development plan. When you go to Section 110, it talks about spatial plans by the county government. And in all these plans, once generated, they are sent to the Parliament and committed to committees. This is a fertile ground. So you can be able to see from Section 108, 109, and 110, it's all about government plans. Apart from this section of the County Government Act, when we refer to the Urban and Cities Act, Section 5 and 6, this section outlines the requirement for urban areas and cities to prepare integrated development plans, which include municipality plans and town plans, to facilitate orderly development and service delivery. This is also an area where committees get businesses or government plans emanate also from Urban and Cities and Areas Act. We also have to read on Fiscal and Land Use Planning Act of 2019. It emphasizes and it has established a framework for fiscal planning in Kenya, and including the preparation and approval of the spatial plans. I've mentioned about it, the spatial planning under Section 110 of the County Government Act. It is being emphasized under the Fiscal and Land Use Planning Act, spatial planning, local fiscal development plans, and other related planning instruments. Number 4, we also get reports from county government policies. When you read Section 104 of the County Government Act, it mandates the county government to develop policies for various sectors to guide service delivery and development. It's an area where the committee gets business. We also have quarterly financial statement reports. Public Finance Management Act, Section 166, requires the county treasury to prepare and submit quarterly financial reports to the county assembly. When these reports are brought to the county assembly, they are committed to committees for consideration. Number 6, project implementation reports. The same Public Finance Management Act, Section 147, mandates the county departments to prepare reports on the implementation of projects being funded by the county budget. This is one of the very critical reports that the oversight organ needs to understand, that for purposes of proper oversight, the executives or departments are to prepare reports on the implementation of projects funded by the county budget. The other issue that we get business is debt management strategy paper. Section 117 of the Public Finance Management Act provides for the preparation of a debt management strategy paper to guide the county on borrowing and debt sustainability. When this paper is prepared by the executive, usually forwarded to the assembly, and this is where the committee gets business. It's always committed to a committee. Number 8, the committees can also get annual reports from the County Public Service Board and County Assembly Service Boards. When you read the County Government Act, Section 59, it requires the County Public Service Board to submit annual reports to the County Assembly. When it's submitted, it's usually committed to a committee. So it's an area a committee gets business. When you look at Section 12(4) of the County Governments Act, as read together with Section 21 of the County Assembly Services Act, it also mandates the County Assembly Service Board to prepare and submit an annual report to the County Assembly on board's activities, performance, and financial management. This is an area where committees also get business. Number 9 is the Fiscal Strategy Paper. Public Finance Management Act 2012 mandates the preparation of fiscal strategy paper, which outlines the county government fiscal objectives and strategies. Now, there are other reports that committees can get from national government commissions and agencies, and one of them is the Controller of Budget Quarterly Budget Implementation Reports. This is very critical. These reports are crucial as they provide insight into how budgets are being executed at the county level, allowing county assemblies to monitor fiscal performance. Another report that we get from national government agency or commissions is the Auditor General's report. These reports provide audits of government accounts and expenditures, highlighting financial accountability. You can also get reports from the Commission on Revenue Allocation reports. This report provides insight into equitable distribution of resources among counties and can help to guide in decision making. We also have reports from the National Cohesion and Integration Commission reports. This report focuses on issues of ethnic relations and national cohesion. This report is usually annual, and it can help the county make an informed decision when it comes to ethnic relations and national cohesion. We also have reports from the Kenya Bureau of Statistics. These reports are important because it offers data on demographics. It offers data from economic performance and social indicators, and therefore helps the county in making decisions. We also have the Kenya Health Information System reports. These reports provide insight into health service delivery and public health issues. We even have reports from National Environment Management Authority, NEMA, and these issues will help the counties to address environmental concerns and compliance. In this case, we are talking about climate change. These reports are important for purposes of addressing environmental concerns. Also, we can get reports from the Public Complaints Commission reports. These reports highlights the grievances from the public regarding government services. Those are very critical areas from the government. Now, another area where the committee can be able to find business is inquiry and investigation. Committees can initiate inquiries on specific issues of public interest, prompting hearings, prompting evidence gathering and reports. And in this case, when committee does inquiries, the committees can also extend to do site visits or to conduct fact finding to get proper information. So the committee can get business out of this. I've also mentioned that work plans is also another fertile ground where committees find business. In this case, committees can develop annual or sessional work plans, outlining their priorities, topics for discussion, and schedule meetings. Another area where committees can find business members' initiatives, that individual members in a committee can propose topics for committee consideration, leading to agenda items for discussion. Reports and findings. How does committee get business from reports and findings? A committee can decide to look at the previous reports from the committee or other entities, and they may end up highlighting ongoing issues that need further action. And in this case, they end up generating new business. So, consideration of planning and budget documents, processing reports from national government entities and the county executive and its entities. So when the committees look at these reports, look at its findings, it can generate a new business. So it's an area. The issue number 9, which is second last, where the committee gets, is external engagement or external stakeholder engagement. Committees may engage with stakeholders, such as the national NGOs, industry groups, or experts to gather insights and generate relevant topics for the discussion. Apart from this, as you engage in external engagement, the committees can also do benchmarking visits. And in doing benchmarking visits, the committee is able to gain new insight and good information that they may wish to carry along as an area. And lastly, follow up on legislation. Committees find business when they monitor the implementation of existing laws. In this case of monitoring, they generate business based on the need for amendment or even improvement. So committees need to look at the legislation that exists, that have been formulated and ascended to both nationally and county. And in this case, they are able to generate businesses that is worthy executing as committees. My viewer, now that you've understood the areas that the committee may explore to generate businesses, I want to wish you well and ask you, as my viewer, that in any committee of the county assembly, the effectiveness of a parliament or a county assembly is measured by the strength of its committee. Let me take that again. That the effectiveness of any parliament or county assembly is measured by the strength of its committees in generating businesses, since they are the engine that drives out legislative agenda. I welcome you in my next presentation, which I will handle the role of the chairperson in a committee setup. Now that you've understood how businesses are generated, I welcome you in my next presentation. Don't miss. Thank you.